All right, that means we're live. My name's Andrew Lane, and you're watching another 22 Social live training. This is every single week here at 22s.com/live. Thank you if you're joining me live. If you're watching the replay, you have plenty to enjoy. Throughout this training, I'm going to be monitoring the questions. So if you're live right now, be sure to interact with me and leave your questions and comments below. And if you're watching right now, just say hello. Let me know where you're watching from, so I can get a feel for the audience. But today, it's going to be mostly just training. At the end, I am going to do a demonstration and Q&A. So what I'm going to walk through today is how to create using 22 Social on your fan page, how to create an app that you could use to sell your coaching sessions, right? It's kind of a broad term for any kind of package you want to deliver of your time. Usually that's the most straightforward way to do it. We're going to talk about why that makes a lot of sense for you and how you can use this to create digital products that help you create passive income down the road. You know, every expert who has some kind of ebook for sale or video course, they generally still do one-on-one sessions with clients, and they use that, you know, the things they learn in those one-on-one sessions to create the digital content. So if you're just getting started with online in general, you're looking to create some more income using internet marketing, this could be a fast and simple, first step to getting this done, and actually see the money coming into your bank account online and having a system to automate this as much as possible. So it's an exciting one that I really enjoy because I've used it myself. I had a lot of success last year and kind of figured out this system on my own using 22 Social. Because to me, you know, I see all these possibilities with 22 Social and how you could use it. This isn't the only thing you could do. This is just one of many, many things. But I want to show you the power of getting a system like this set up, and maybe it'd be one of the first things you create with 22 Social that starts making you money. So with that, I'll dive right in. Looks like we got a good crowd. Thanks for joining me. Kelly right here in sunny San Diego. That's awesome, a real estate agent. So maybe this won't apply to you, but you can kind of get creative with how you could use this even as a free booking system. Maybe you want to schedule free sessions with clients. You don't have to charge, but what I'm going to show you is a system to automate this process of scheduling people one-on-one. And optionally today, I'll show you how to charge for that. So if you're a real estate agent or someone who's just looking to, you know, get a simpler way to schedule one-on-one sessions, paid or free, this will work for you. Margaret from Texas, Scott from the UK. It's a late night out there. Scott, thanks for joining me. We got Mindy from Omaha. We've got Mike from Canada. We've got Anthony from South Australia. So thanks for the global audience. Wherever you are, I want to make this relevant to you. So I'm going to go ahead and log right in. We'll get right into it today. I want to go through the concept quickly. I'm going to show you where to get full step-by-step notes. And I'm going to kind of breeze through the slides today so you can understand the big picture. And then what I want to do, if we have time, I'm going to log in and kind of build this whole thing right in front of you so you can see what it looks like to set up. Now, I say it's very simple and fast to set up. And unless you see it yourself, sometimes it's hard to fully understand what that means. So first, let's just go ahead and log right in. There we go. Sell one-on-one coaching sessions inside your Facebook page. Make your life easier. Focus on Facebook. Use all their free tools, and then add 22 Social so you can set up systems to make more money for yourself without having to pay for hosting or all kinds of other online tools. You can do it right there on Facebook. So today's training, why the old-fashioned time for money model is still a smart way to build your online business, especially if you're just getting started and you want to build a brand online. You want to be an expert in your industry and potentially create all kinds of income streams and even, you know, make more money with your one-on-one sessions. This is a great way to get started with all of that. The 10-step system that I use to automate the process, you can get creative and mix it up however you want, but I'm going to show you exactly what I've done that is very simple for me to use over and over, and how to build your 22 Social app. So I'm assuming if you're here, you're either checking out 22 Social or you are already, you know, been using it yourself for other things, maybe for your sweepstakes, giveaways, live hangouts and webinars, digital courses, memberships, whatever you're using it for. It's pretty simple. So I'm going to show you how to use 22 and the couple steps you need to take to get this set up today. And then some tips and strategies to actually make sales and not just have a cool system sitting there, but turn that into money. And before I do that, I'm going to go through a couple of 20 Social Power Users spotlights today. We like to do this every week just to show you what's going on out there in the world right now, people using 20 Social right now, and people in the community who are doing some cool stuff. So Bella and Bear, it's a beauty brand. They're using a sweepstakes. So last week we talked about sweepstakes and how you could use it to grow your email list, collect leads, and get a list of people who are interested in the products and services that you offer. Well, Bella and Bear has been using this system really well. They follow the instructions. They set up a sweepstakes, and they've grown their email list by a few thousand people, several thousand people. They're coming in fast, and they're all opting in to enter to win this Valentine's giveaway. So a tip right there, if you are going to do a sweepstakes and you want to follow those the instructions we went through in our previous trainings, centering it around a holiday is a really good idea. I've seen that been used successfully many times. So you can kind of look at your calendar and plan out maybe several sweepstakes throughout the year that you can promote heavily that are centered around a holiday. So really great job, Bella and Bear, and congrats to all your success. Second one today, Jesse Itzler. He is an author, and it looks like he's trying to get more, more people to buy his book. I would assume that's his goal. But he's also trying to build a community. He wants to be, a brand. He wants to be a leader and build a tribe. So I thought it was really cool how he's doing this. He's growing a Facebook group, but he doesn't want to just have a Facebook group. He wants to have a list, an email list, right? A list of leads and the information of everyone in his group. So he's doing a giveaway that is join the challenge. And the challenge takes place in the group. It's a free Facebook group, but he's not sending them right to the group. He's using 22 Social to collect the information and then send them to the group. And he's also introducing the whole concept of his brand, the challenge. He gets to control the flow. Instead of just sending people to a group, he can, communicate exactly why they should join, what it's all about, what he's all about, why he wrote this book, and why they're going to benefit from joining the group. So it's a very strategic way to build a tribe. It's not just going to be a bunch of random people in a group. He's got all of their information. He can add them automatically to his email autoresponder if he wanted to. And he can now be a true leader of his tribe. And over time, that's going to help him build a very successful brand online. So great job, Jesse. We'll keep an eye on you and keep up the great work. So let's go ahead and get into today's topic, building your brand authority. There are a lot of ways to do this, but today specifically, we're talking about doing one-on-one client sessions. And there's many benefits to doing this. Obviously, making money is good, but generally selling your time or selling a specific package of services is easier to sell than something intangible. Trying to sell a digital product online can be a little scary, trying to sell something abstract. But when you say, look, you can buy an hour of my time, and here's what I'm going to help you with. I am a professional at this, and you could pay for my time to help you solve this problem for you. It's very straightforward and easy to sell. As long as you communicate that clearly, you can sell a lot of sessions and book your calendar with clients. Stable income stream. So you have a lot of control over this. Again, it's very direct, and you're limited to your time, but it's something that most people fall back on when they're struggling with the complexities of online marketing. They go back to just taking time for money, and that's okay. But what really the power here in the long-term play is creating case studies and testimonials. So a lot of people want to build a bunch of passive income online, and they're struggling to make sales and create products. Well, the best way to fix that is to get paid to create products. So you can do that by charging for your time, working with clients, and solving problems for them, and then just create systems and formulas and guides based on how you help your own clients. So you can get paid to ultimately create your products that you sell online. And this is validated by the real world learning and testing. So really whatever level you are at, you'll want to do this over and over. And eventually you'll be able to charge more for your time. So, and that's the last point here, turning your expertise into free giveaways and digital products. You know, if you've ever wanted to get a free giveaway that works for you, one great idea is to just use a case study and put together a video explaining how you helped this client, what their challenges were, and then give that away in exchange for someone's information so you can collect leads. And now you can market that, run ads with that. And that's going to be interesting to people who have that same challenge. And they're going to want to know how you helped your client overcome that. So that could be, this could solve a lot of problems for you with your entire online sales funnel. Giving that free giveaway, and then even selling the full formula on how you solve that. So that's kind of the idea here. In a lot of ways, this will help you. But really the key you should be wanting to know today, because of course you could just send someone a PayPal link and take sales or take money, and that's all well and good. But what I want to show you today is a system to automate this and have a page online that you can send people to over and over. It could just be sitting there ready to take money without you having to actually talk to someone or do any kind of back and forth. It's just going to be available to buy. So having a page online where you can just take clients and have them pay you in advance is pretty nice. So here's my 10-step system of how 22Social solves a lot of my problems with this whole funnel. Basically, you have a link you can share online. You can put this in a lot of places, on your website, on your fan page. You can pin the post to the top of your fan page. Put it in your call to action button, you know, sign up. If you have a fan page and you're just trying to get clients, you can use the call to action button on your page. Put this link there. When people click on this link, they're going to go to your app on your page, and they're going to see your sales page. This is your opportunity to explain what they're going to get when they sign up and buy a session with you. You should be as detailed as you can, and maybe even provide some examples of what you'll create. But that's the automated part, right? You can do your sales pitch automatically. Now they're going to log in with Facebook. If they're interested in buying, they'll log in with Facebook so you collect their information, because you want to know how to contact them. You want to know how to follow up. Next, they're going to go to PayPal to complete the purchase. You put in your price, and it'll show up there for them. It'll be a one-time purchase, so they could pay $99 or $200 or whatever, $500 for your premium package. Another idea would be to get them on a monthly subscription. So maybe this is, hey, you know, $500 a month, you're going to be part of my VIP, you know, coaching program or whatever, and you get, here's what you get in this package on a monthly basis. So you could even sign them up on a subscription if you'd like. Number 5, main content. So after they complete the purchase, they're going to go right back to that same app, but now they're going to see the main content. So before they saw the gate because they had not gone through the process, now they're going to see the main content where you can deliver automatically your thank you message. So you can put in a video, you can put in instructions on how to prepare for the meeting. You're going to want to put in information on how to schedule their time, et cetera, et cetera. Number 6, this is the cool part, is if you use a tool, I'll show you the tool here in a minute, but if you connect some kind of scheduling tool, you can have them choose an available date and time to be added to your calendar automatically. So you can set up that all ahead of time, and you could say when your availabilities are, and now it'll be set up, ready to go. After all that's done, you're going to get notified. You're going to collect the payment. It goes right into your PayPal account. You'll see it in PayPal. You'll see it in your 22Social SRM. And you don't really have to do anything because theoretically everything went smooth. They don't have any questions, and they're on your calendar. So now you can do the meeting. My guess is you'd like to have clients all around the world. So doing a virtual meeting is generally going to be the case here. And I do it via Hangout, so I can record it. I like to do live Hangout, a private live Hangout, so I can record it. But you could use any kind of platform to do this. This isn't part of 22Social. I'm just showing you how I do it. This would be outside of the app. I would not do this inside the app because this is a one-on-one basis. You're not broadcasting. You just need a way to get on a one-on-one meeting with them. So you could use Zoom, you could use Skype, you could use Facebook Messenger, phone calls, whatever you need to do the meeting. You're all set. What I usually do is send them any files afterwards. So after the meeting is complete, send them files. And now the really cool thing, the last step, number 10, is I disable their access. So if it is a one-time purchase and they paid for, let's say, an hour of your time, when you're done, you basically just turn them, disable their access because you've completed the purchase. They got what they paid for. They had their meeting. And now if they would like to buy another session, they'll be able to do that. You can just give them that number 1 here, that link again. And what happens with me many times is we'll complete a session and they're like, wow, that was great. I'd love to do another session. Maybe we can take on some more or whatever, continue the meeting. So I'll just send them the link and they go back and purchase. That works because I disabled their access in the SRM. And now they go back through the same process and they can go and schedule. So what I've had happen for me is I'll do a free webinar, right? Or we do Hangouts using 22 Social. Still, it's the same idea as a webinar. And so I'll get a bunch of people to show up to a webinar. And then at the end, I'll say, look, there you go. There's your free training. If you'd like to work with me one-on-one, go ahead and click. I'll give them the link. They go through the process. I take money ahead of time from everybody. They all get on the calendar tool, and it's a sweet, smooth process for everybody. So I'm going to go through some of the information now. All the notes that you need are over at 22s.com/notes/coaching. So everything I just showed you, plus what I'm about to show you, just in case you're kind of like, I need to see this written out. Well, we've got all the notes and even video tutorials on all this. So that's where you want to go. Write that down, bookmark it, check it out later, or you can even follow along with me right now. So all the tools you need to get this done. All right, Facebook fan page, 22 Social account, verified PayPal account, which is simple to do. You just have to hook up your bank account info and PayPal so you can take payments. Calendly.com, that's what I use for my scheduling tool. I'll show you how, if you already have some kind of scheduling tool, a quick way to make it work. Google Calendar, that's how I sync it up with Calendly. So that's an optional, automated thing right there. YouTube channel, I use YouTube Hangouts to do my one-on-ones, but really if you just need to do a phone call with somebody, you wouldn't need a YouTube channel for any of this. So before you start building your app, I recommend using Google because they have a calendar, YouTube, Gmail, form, so all that stuff you would need. I mean, if you don't have a Google account, I really suggest getting it and start using all their tools because it just makes your life easier. A verified PayPal account, be sure to do that so you can take payments. And then if you don't have any scheduling tool, get Calendly. They have a free option that should work just fine for all of this. I used their free option for a while. Now, before I get into building the app, let me just take a look at the comments, make sure everything's going smooth over here. Hey, Melody, Bruce, John, Nicole, Rob. All right. Looks like Rob's promoting himself in the comments. So he's got the fastest growing wine club. All right. Well, let me know if you have any questions about today. All right, Karen from Miami. All right, I don't see any questions. So, oh, Karen is a health coach. So this will work great for you. All right, so I'll check back on the questions here in a moment, but let's go ahead and go through how to set this up. It's very simple. Number 1, you're going to install an app on your page. Number 2, I recommend using the digital course template. It saves you time because we loaded in some text and images that are designed to help you create something that you're selling. So the digital course template will be really easy, save you a lot of time. The main content, now we're going to load in the main content, which in this case will be your thank you page. Anyone who's paid will get access to the main content. We'll walk through that. The gate, that's your sales page. The shared details, that's what people will see when you share it, so you can customize how it looks and what it says. Then you want to publish, make it live, and share it. So that will get you to step 1 on that 10-step cycle before. Now, installing on your fan page, you can just go to 22s.com/account. Make sure you're on a desktop browser. Don't do this on your phone because all the editing options can only be done on desktop. So pretty simple, right? you should know this by now. Click install another app. Choose your fan page in the drop down. Any fan page that you are an admin of, you can install your app on there. Install the app and you're done. Okay, so that's, forget web hosting, whatever, everything else on the web that's so difficult to do. You've just installed this whole system in a couple steps that are very quick. Now it's on your fan page. Now you can customize this. And the first thing I recommend doing is, I forgot to change that. Okay, so instead of layouts, we actually want to click templates here. Okay, I'm pointing to templates, but I wrote layout. So if you can see here on the graphic, choose a template, right? This is just like a brand new app. So if you're starting with a brand new app, start with a template. This is an app that, well, the point is a template's going to override any content you have on your page, okay? Templates are preloaded text and media. So if you had text and stuff you were editing on your app that you don't want to lose, you might want to install a new app. But if you're okay with just overriding whatever you had, choose a template and it'll kind of wipe your app clean and start with a pre-made template. Choose a digital course. Any one of these is fine, 1, 2, or 3. They're all just different layouts. You can edit that later, but just choose one to get started. You can customize that afterwards. We just want to give you some ideas and visuals so you can see, but it's all fully customizable. Now we're going to edit the thank you page. So this is how I had mine set up. I think it's a little different now, but generally, this is a good idea. So choosing the layouts here. The layouts give you options on the content that you have on your page. So you could choose a layout with a featured content area and then 2 lower content areas in a 2-column like this. That's how I set up mine. Or you could just choose a layout that's like one big featured area, just like that. So you can keep it simple. What I put down below is like a widget to like my page, a widget to message my page. So those are some options you can play around with if you're more comfortable. Styling, you want to make it look nice, so put your fonts, your colors in there. Customize the content. If you have a video, ideally you have a video here to explain what they just bought. So remember, the main content is a thank you page they've already purchased. So explain, hey, thanks so much for buying a 1-hour session with me, or my 5-pack sessions, whatever you're selling. The next steps are to get scheduled. So you'll have your button down below to schedule your session. And here's what to expect. So you kind of walk them through anything that they might be concerned about at this point. So edit the text, media, and buttons. That's very important. So at this point, you want to make sure that they know what to do to either contact you to sign up, to schedule their time, or automatically find an open, available time on your calendar. Maybe things they can do to get prepared, right? You can automate all of this. Maybe it's a form they need to fill out to help you prepare. So it's like, hey, give me all this information ahead of time so that when we meet, I don't have to spend the first 30 minutes going through that. Get what you need from them. So that's what you want to do at this point. So a couple tips, say success or thank you. Let them know they've successfully purchased. They're only going to see this page if they have bought and paid. In the buttons, include links to your scheduling page, preparation guide, and/or a Google form to gather information. Video explanation really helps. And add your contact info. So they've paid you money. Don't make it, don't set yourself up for a terrible review or an angry client. If they have any issues, tell them what to do. If they're struggling to schedule their time, hey, contact me. Here's my information. You can contact me directly, right? So put that information in there as well. All right, so once you have all that done, imagine they've already paid and you set that up. Now you got to put the sales page up, okay? So this is usually the process I go through. The gate is where you set up the sales page. So you'll toggle to the gate and you'll follow the steps here. Customize the text, media, buttons to set up your sales page. You can have a video. You can have some images. I put in the visitor face slider to show that people are showing up and checking this out. Some text. Again, be very clear. You see how I said 1-hour private design session? I wanted to be really clear about what they were buying on this page. I can't tell you how many times I see someone try to get really creative with their offers and nobody has any idea what the heck they're buying, so people don't buy. So if you can be really clear, look at my tip is go to Fiverr.com and look how they sell their stuff. Even though they're just $5 offers, they're very clear, right? So what I like to do is a big headline 1-hour private design session. Below that, I will help you clarify your visual brand identity to create a promotional graphic so you can grow your business speed and confidence, right? So some one-liner, and then you'll get into the details down below. That's my preference. You can do this however you want, but I like to use that top text area to get the point across really quick, reinforce it with some video or images, and then provide a few details down below. And the important thing on the gate, once you get the sales copy and content put together, is making sure that the access settings are set to single payment. Again, if you're doing a one-time purchase, you'll want to use single payment. If this is an ongoing coaching program that they're joining, you can set that to subscription. So most of what I'm teaching today is a single payment, but this can all be applied. Every single step will be exactly the same, except for the access settings. You can just change it to subscription. And here's what it looks like, okay? So it's really easy. In the access settings on the gate, selected, you can choose single. And when you have a single payment, you do, name your product. What are they buying? Private 1-hour design session. Seller name, your business or whatever. Your price, currency, and then you just connect your PayPal account. So you set it all up here. You don't have to edit all this in PayPal. You just connect your account, and then our system will hook up to your PayPal account and create the whole product for you, create the PayPal purchase page, and hook everything up automatically. All you have to do is connect your account, and it just takes a moment. So we do all that for you. 20 Social system does that for you. You just got to plug in these couple things here. So again, single payment, describe what the product is, seller name, price, how much are they paying, your currency. So that's just reiterating what I just said. So it should be pretty straightforward. Only takes a minute. So a couple tips: be extremely clear about how you can help them, what is included in their session. Identify the problem you will help them solve and how you will do it. And include as much social proof and assurance as possible. So if you've worked with cool clients, put some pictures on there showing that, some videos, testimonials from clients. That's going to increase your conversions. Video is always best. Here's a couple of those last tips. Study the sales pitches for people on Fiverr. I just love how clear they are. Clarity.fm is another good one where they kind of pitch their time. That one's really good because Clarity.fm, they sell their time on that website. So you can see professionals and experts selling their expertise, and it's a very similar concept to what you want to create here. Include testimonials, of course, show examples of how you helped other people. Don't overpromise, be very clear. I've done this, I made the mistake where I've overpromised way too much and ended up taking me way too much time and energy. So you might want to do a couple before you start really promoting, so you know and you feel confident about what you can deliver in a session. All right, last part of editing 22 Social. When you're ready and have all that set up, edit the share details. Don't forget this part. It's I'll show you where to find it, but on the app, it's a little Facebook preview, and you want to customize the image and the text here. So click FB Preview. It's the very top in the middle of your app. It's kind of right next to your publish and the top bar. I'll show you where to find it. You want to add an image, add a headline, a description, focus on the benefits you solve. So this is meant to be pretty eye-catching, right? So an image here, title and description. Try to get their attention and get them to want to click on it, of course. So publish your app is the final step. When all that's ready to go and you want the world to see it, just toggle the little publish. And now it's visible to the world, and you can share your 22S Smart Link. Share it anywhere online, post on your fan page and pin the post. Add the link to buttons in your other apps or on the call to action on your fan page. Share your link on your website and other social media. So this is the one page you can just have sitting there all the time that can you'll just kind of check your PayPal every now and then and have new clients, booking time with you. It's a good feeling. You'll check your calendar the next, see what you have tomorrow, and there's people scheduled and lined up. So really, this is a simple, convenient, easy to manage process. And I'll show you kind of how it looks here in a minute. But PayPal manages all the transactions. Refunds can be done through PayPal. A receipt is automatically sent to them. So PayPal handles a lot of that stuff for you. Managing your clients. So the 20 Social SRM will display everyone who has purchased. And this is important. So the SRM in your app will show you all the people who have paid and the people who currently have access. So the access status is the really important thing here. This whole process kind of depends on them having access or not having access. When they pay and they successfully pay and see your main content, you'll see them in your SRM with a green badge because they've paid and they have access. When you're done with your session with them, you want to go into your SRM, click on their picture here or the little eye icon on the left. And if it's green and you've completed your session, you just want to click on it, click on status override, and click disable access. You'll see the green badge here for them will go away, and you'll click save. And that way, they will no longer have access to that main content. And if you send them the link again to this app, they're going to have to purchase again. So that's how you can take money again from the same person, as long as their status is disabled. They're going to come in as another transaction. So you'll see them again in your SRM, I believe, if I remember right. I'll double check that because I have it pulled up over here. Let me see. I think you're going to see them again. Yes, they'll show up again. So the next transaction, if the same person comes back, that initial transaction will be disabled, but that same person will be in your SRM again, and you'll just do the same process. They'll now have access. They'll go through the process, and then when you're done with that session, you could disable their access. So that's a really, really cool part of this whole thing. Managing one more point on this. It works the same way if you have people in a membership or someone was in a program for a while. You can basically kick them out at some point. You have control to kind of kick them out and have them have to pay again to get access. So you can use this as like a content area for your coaching clients. Okay, if you have people on a monthly subscription with this, as long as they have access, they're going to have access to that app and that content. You can have premium content loaded in there. And when they stop paying, it'll remove it automatically, and they won't have access to the members area. And communication, you can connect your autoresponder. So you can have an autoresponder hooked up, but since you're collecting their Facebook profile, I find it's just way easier to communicate via messenger with a Facebook message. So that's direct. Scheduling issues, this will come up too. Calendly is really smooth with all this. They're going to get an email from Calendly confirmation. Calendly even emails them like ahead of, an hour before their time is scheduled to start, and they have the option on all those emails to reschedule or cancel. You can do it from within Calendly as well. So that's all pretty sweet how they solve the scheduling setup. What I've had to do in the past with multiple clients, or maybe I was moving along a process, you can use something like Trello if you need more organization, you're feeling a little overwhelmed. But really, if you're at that point, you can probably figure that out on your own because you're doing well. Because most of you don't need to spend too much time organizing when you only have a few clients coming in. But if you do get like 30 or 40 people all at once on like a webinar, then what I found was visually putting them all into a Trello board and kind of dragging them over like, okay, schedule, people have paid, people who have scheduled, people who have completed the session, and like files delivered or something like that. And you can move them across this process so you know who's at what phase. So paid, scheduled, completed. That's a quick step to kind of organize the flow. Completing the one-on-one session. Again, I mentioned a few ideas. I just like doing a private live hangout. So if you go to 22s.com/stream, you can do a hangout on air. If you set it to private, then it'll only be you and them who can see it, and you can record it. So it's cool because you can record it, and that way it's something nice that they have when they're done, if that's something you're offering, a recorded session. And it's stored on your YouTube channel, so you can reference back to it if you need to. But there are other options. I don't think it's actually .fm. I think I messed up that link. I think it's zoom.us. I had that other website. So zoom.us is a good option. They have a free version, zoom.us, forget the FM. And they have a free option that lets you do one-on-one meetings, and you can even record it. I know many of you are fans of zoom.us. If you don't need to record it, you can just do a Facebook Messenger call. That's a great option. Or just an old-fashioned phone call. So a couple ideas for marketing. Share this to your warm list. Do a Hangout training, right? Do some kind of webinar that you can get a bunch of people on at once. Free giveaways. Of course, I mentioned earlier, you're going to learn a lot by doing these. So if you can do some kind of simple free giveaway that outlines, generally what this free giveaway should be is it should outline, maybe just address their problem, and then introduce some ways that they could solve it. And basically that's going to be a layup, because by the time they go through that free giveaway and they're like, okay, yeah, here are some of the things you should be concerned about. Here's how to overcome some of those things. And if you want me to help you overcome those things, schedule a session with me. So it should be a natural flow. And that's how you're going to attract the right people who would want to buy your time. So explaining how you can solve their problem in a simple free giveaway. Give them some free tips, obviously, that you use for your clients. But most people aren't going to want to figure that out on their own. They'll just be like, okay, I see the value in paying you to do this for me, so where do I sign up? Sweepstakes would be a good way. I'll reference back to our training on sweepstakes. We got a lot of training on that, and also free giveaways and Hangouts. So we have full training on each of these in our 22s.com/notes. Affiliate options. So a little more tricky. If you want to set up a, if you do invest some time and set up this system to sell your services, your coaching sessions, and you want to create an affiliate program, if you're doing like 1 hour sessions, what I did is sold 1 hour sessions, and then I told all of my colleagues, friends, people in my groups, said, hey, if you want to refer people to me, I will pay you like 10% or 20%. And you can have that automatically set up so that if they share their affiliate link with someone and refer them to you, and after 30 days, my PayPal account will automatically send them a referral commission. So that can be done using the affiliate options on the gate. Now, there's a few tricks to that. So if you have questions, go to the group, 22s.com/group, 22s.com/group, and post it there. I'll give you some info. I do want to record a video in the future on how to do all that, but don't let that hold you back. It is an option, and it's pretty straightforward. But just so you know, it is possible, and it's pretty sweet to be able to do that. So getting started, define your offer, figure out what the heck you're going to sell, and set up your Calendly account, build the app, share your smart link, and now you can start running some marketing to make some money. All right, I know there's a lot of information. I went through it quickly. So to get all of that in one place, 22s.com/notes/coaching is going to take you to the note where we got the video. I think we'll probably update this. This is the previous training. You'll have the whole recording right here, and all the step-by-step instructions on how to do each of these things, plus an important video I want you to check out here. In this section down here, building your 22 social app. I know at some point you're going to have questions on how to hook up Calendly to the button. Well, we have a 20-minute tutorial video right here. So look for this video, Calendly with 22 Social. This will show you how to set up your Calendly account and hook it up to the button on your app, okay? I even show you examples. There we go. Screenshots of my stuff that probably changed since then, but if you want to steal some of my ideas, you could do that. Let's see. A lot of cool stuff in here, so be sure to check this out. And then some of these strategies down at the bottom. If you want to learn more advanced strategies, you could do that. So let's go ahead and take a look at your questions, and then I'll log in and just kind of build something real fast so you can see how I implement all this. Yeah, so here's a couple good ones coming in. All right. Yeah, so a good question here on the membership. So if you get them on a subscription, yes, and actually even in your PayPal account, it'll update you on the status of their payments if it didn't work. In the app itself, it'll automatically remove them and disable their access if they stop paying. So you don't have to do anything. It's hands off. They only get access to the main content after, or if they are a paying subscriber. So you don't have to manage that. It's pretty nice. So that's a yes. Yep, you could use that in your Instagram, in your profile. You can put the link to it right there. So maybe contact or something. They give you the option to put a link. So you could absolutely use it anywhere online. Let me turn off refresh. No, we don't have done for you services as part of your 22 Social account, but we do have certified experts available. And if you just post in the power users group, you'll find some people that are willing to help you out. So that's the group. Be sure to get in there, and if you post a question, you'll have some people who are available that will give you some tips if they come up, or if you just want it done for you, there are people that can definitely help you get that done. Let's see. Yeah, so the affiliate options, let me just show you what that looks like here, since I'm seeing that come up. Let's see, on the gates, this is my actual app here, right? So this is how it looks, everything I just showed you in the screenshots. Here it is. On the gate, in the access settings, you have everything I just showed you, account setup. So there's actually even cooler stuff here now, new features, feature alert. But first, the affiliate stuff. So I think I was going to change mine to like 10%. 25 was a little bit high for selling your time. So on a single payment, you can have affiliate options. So on a single payment, you could set up an affiliate system automatically. On a subscription, you cannot have an affiliate payout automatically. So you'd have to do that manually if you wanted to. It's just a PayPal issue. It's not really something we could do. PayPal doesn't allow that with their API to have a subscription payout affiliate stuff. But a one-time purchase, you can definitely do it. And you just got to put in your percentage, and it'll all work smoothly. Another option here, which is really sweet, is the new discount setup. So if you wanted to give someone a discount, you could create 2 different discount codes. Maybe you want like a 25% off discount. Just name it 25. And now I have a coupon link, right? As long as I save this, I can now give that link, special link to people who I want to give a discount. So if you wanted to give someone half off or 25% off, you could have those links available. Maybe even run an ad with that. Hey, click here to save 20% on a one-on-one consultation with me. So you could do a coupon with your one-on-one. That's a brand new feature. So a couple cool things there. If you want to go in and set up a subscription for your coaching program, it's pretty simple to do, right? So you would just do a subscription. You could have all this stuff. I mean, check out some of our training on the membership stuff to see how to do this. And you can even hook up a Facebook group with your subscription. So, I mean, it's a really awesome tool for all that. For more questions on all the other stuff I'm talking about, go to 22x.com/notes, or just go to our fan page and check out notes. And you can see all the other cool things you could do with 22 Social. Let's see here. Paid Facebook groups. Watch this one. It'll give you a lot of ideas on how the subscription works, really, and the option to hook up a group to that. Or just look at this one, subscriptions. So those will get you in the right direction. Marcy, yeah, I got to look around and see who's doing this. So I'll put some work in and try to see if I can share some. I know Will Irish. Actually, I've seen him. I just can't remember off the top of my head. who out there has done this, but I do know that Will has one set up. Will has got like every, he's like our best case study because he's built like every type of app. So let's look at one-on-one coaching with Will. This is Facebook ads coaching. Let me just show you the process here so you can kind of see.
That is awesome. Thank you so much for jumping on.
Oops, it had an autoplay on the main. So he's got an autoplay here on the thank you page. Well, that's the thank you. So let me walk through the process here, right? So let's look at his share details, which he didn't edit. So, okay, bad example. Oh, Will. Okay, so I guess he was just sharing this directly with his warm audience. He wasn't really promoting it, but he really should edit that. So he would edit it here, right? So at the top, that preview, Facebook share details. If he was going to share this app, he'd want to edit the image, title, and description. That would be basically your promotional graphic, your ad that you blast out there. They would click on that, land here on the gate. He put together a cool looking graphic for the gate, a video. You see how he used social proof here. He put some testimonials and a big graphic. It's just a big, image, right? So he has an image, a video, and an image. Those are his three, well, and then another image, 4 media sections. So you could see on the gate, in the media option here, in media 1, he used a single image. Media 2, a Wistia video. Media 3, a single image. Media 4, nothing. Media 5. Okay, so that was just one big image. So that's how he kind of stacked this media to create a really custom looking page. Down here, put some text, call to action, 147, one-time payment. So you can see his is a lot different than mine, but it works really nicely. Now when they pay, let's see here. See that success, right? As I mentioned, boom, you successfully secured a one-on-one Facebook ads coaching session. Here's how to book your one-on-one session with Will. So he's very direct, very clear. And this even auto-played, this video auto-played. And now book your session on my calendar now. And so to see how he set up that book my session, just go through the note over wherever it was. That video was actually him setting up this button. So he showed you how to do that. And then down below, it's got a little slider. So, I mean, not really necessary here. Really, he should have said like leave a review or something because they've already paid. But he just had some fun and dropped in an image slider with some testimonials. He put in this box, this widget here, right, to have them message his page. So what I want to do, I've got a few minutes left. I'm just going to set up something like this real fast so you can kind of see the process, because I could do this in about 5 minutes and set up the whole thing. But I'll take a look at any of their coupon option. Yeah. All right, I'm going to see if there's any other questions first. Hey, Danny's got one. Check it out. I know some of you watching have set up your stuff. Look at Danny. Look at this guy. I like it. Let's see what you got, Danny. Look at this. Danny's got some skills with graphics. So if you are a designer, then you can have some fun with this. It's not required, but it can look pretty sweet. So look at Danny. Oh, man. I like it. Launch your brand strategy session. Cool. Yeah, this will work well with a warm audience, Danny. I'm sure you probably have people that are interested. You can send them here, but if it's a cold audience, you'd probably need to turn that into a video to explain them kind of what exactly they get. But it looks really good. Nice work. There you go. So any of you who want a strategy session with Danny, you know where to go. He's got the app here on his page, strategy session. You can get that link, pop it up into this, maybe sign up, and it could link to this app. That's a tough question, Lauren. That would be more of a sub-paid groups. Yeah, that's going to get a little bit complicated. Not really a clean way to do that, Lauren. I'd suggest posting in the power users group and we can have more of a conversation about it because we don't really have a direct like step-by-step on how to do that. I think there's a lot of ways. Renee gave you some ideas here. Yeah, I'd say avoid that if possible because it's going to get complicated. But it's definitely doable. Discount codes, yes, yes. Yeah, so after the app is published, yeah. So really the only thing that changes when you publish the app is the people can see it. But I can unpublish it at any time. I still have all the editing control. So all of these apps that I showed you are published. So I can go in and edit everything even while it's published. But mostly that's just there so that when you're working on it, when you first install the app and you don't want people to see it yet, you can not have it published. So what I'm going to do, I keep getting distracted, is I'm just going to take this app and recreate it for you so you can kind of see the process. I'll go back through those same steps and rebuild this right before your eyes. Let me load up. I'm getting something loaded on the other screen. That's why I kept getting distracted. I had something loaded and then I kept coming back. Okay, I'm going to look at questions one more time, then I'll load that up. All right, what I'm going to do here is install an app. So this is the install page, right? I'm going to find, let's see, I'm going to do it on Joey Smooth, I think. This is the hardest part for me because I have a lot of Facebook pages. So I apologize. Did I pass it up? Oh, it was Smooth Marketing. Smooth. Dang it. I cannot find it. All right. Well, in this case, I'll do it on Andrew Test. Sure. Okay. I'm going to install an app on this page. So I don't even know what's on this page. So we'll find out. I think I was testing graphics on this page. All right. It's going to load an app, a brand new app, and I'm going to create this right before your eyes. Hey, okay. It looks kind of cool. It's kind of I practice over here, right? So there you go. All right, let's go ahead and follow those steps. So I just installed a brand new app. What do I do? First thing, I recommend going to templates. Remember, follow along with the steps. Choose digital course. I'm going to just click one of these. It doesn't really matter. I'll click the first one. What that just did is it loaded in preloaded content. This was made for a digital course, but it's going to give me a good start. It also updated the gate. So I like that because it kind of gives you some text laid out the way it would look nice. So perfect. I'm going to click save. Now it's going to take a minute to save because it's updating everything on your app. So when it does finish saving, I'm going to give this a hard reload because everything just got updated. So I like to refresh the whole page after I finish loading in that template. So let me drag that over. I'm going to drag this one over. Okay, changes were saved. So what I'm going to do is basically recreate this app over here. So I'm on this one on the left. And let's just refresh. As the admin, every time I go to this page, I'm going to see the main content. You see the app was created over here on the left. I can name that Get More Info later in the page settings. But for now, I'm going to start editing and loading in my content. So I recommend starting on the main content. If you have all your stuff ready to go, you can just pop it in here. So this is the main content, my thank you page, success page. I'm going to take this text. And what I'm going to do first, actually, what I recommended was choosing a layout because this layout doesn't really make sense. So on the main content, you can update the layout. And I liked this layout because I wanted 2 sections down below, but I don't need anything else. So I'm just going to click layout. And I'm going to go ahead and find, I think it's page 3 here. You can see what I have selected. I have featured plus 4 areas. So I have featured plus 1, 2, and then it's 2 times. So 2 columns, 2 rows. I'm just going to choose this one. It's just featured plus 2 down below. So when I click that, it's going to update. And it hid those other 2 lower areas. it didn't delete them. That whatever I had loaded down there is still there. I could just change the layout in the future and bring them back. But the layouts are going to hide or show content areas. So at this point, I've got that set up how I want. And I'm just going to now edit the content to load in some of the text and media. So when I click content, I get these gray editing bars that pop up. What I can do is click edit header text right there. It'll pull up this whole section and paste in that text. Paste in the subtitle. All right, preview. So that looks pretty good, right? So how did I get it to look red and do all that? Well, to edit the color, I can go in and change the color here and do something like that. You can also do your own specific color, but for now, I'll just kind of do that one. All right, now I got that. Let's go ahead and I'm gonna grab, what I did here is I actually have 3 media sections. So I have a like bar. This is a media because I want them to like my page. I have a video, and then I actually have this cool lower graphic down here that I made. So I'll just show you kind of how that works to stack your media. Let's say I want to, I'm gonna copy the link. I'm gonna go ahead and create that same thing here. Content, media, give that a moment. Media 1, all right, media 1, this will be the first thing that shows. I'm gonna go ahead and go into social, and I'm gonna do like plugin. Now it tells me I need a URL like this, so I already copied it, and I'll paste in my Facebook URL right there. I don't want to show friends. I don't need a share button. I could do a share button, sure. Preview. All right, now you saw that it loaded that like bar. Now I'm going to open up media again, and I'm going to grab this video URL. All right, so now I'm going to go to media 2, because I don't want to change media 1. I liked having that there at the top. Media 2, I'm going to choose video, Vimeo, and paste my video. Maybe I'll do autoplay since they've already bought and I want them to watch this video. I'm going to click autoplay. The way Will Irish had his autoplay, I'll just do that. I don't need it to loop. Just one time through is enough. And preview. Now it's going to load the like bar, autoplay video.
All right, looks like you have.
Pretty sweet. Now I got fancy with my graphics, and I did a shadow graphic that was transparent. So when I click media, I'm going to add a graphic down below. I'll go to media 3 now and click image, single image, load in an image that I hosted on Imager. We've got some tips here on like how to host stuff right here. Follow those links. But you can see this lower shadow, right? That was just an image. Now you see on this one I have this white text and graphic. I'll show you how cool it is. It's see-through, so I'll show you how cool this looks in a second. Save. Okay, so let's say I'm making some good progress. I want to show you how the styling works. At any time, you can change the style. And basically, I can just click this background color and start having some fun with that. And now you'll see that it's looking a little bit cooler. I can choose this bottom shadow. It's kind of subtle, but if you scroll down, you're going to see down below each content area, there's a little shadow. See that? It's hard to see, but it adds a little extra depth. You change the button colors. Uh-oh. I think something froze up. Let me save that. Something freezes, usually you just got to reboot, refresh or something, save it, refresh. There we go. So change the button colors. I can add in all that text down below. You can even change the font, right? So I did actually have a different font. So I had something like that. So now these font sections, all the headline text got edited. So you get the idea of how I'm putting that together. Now I'll skip to something that you might be wondering. In these lower content areas, just loaded all that in. We'll get to the buttons in a minute, but while I'm on the topic of media, I'm going to go ahead and recreate this here. These widgets, right, are just media sections. So these are preloaded, ready to go widgets that you can add in. I call them a widget because it's not really media, it's like a thing. So what I'm going to do is click content. Again, content. Just consider media like all the interactive stuff, right? On content area 1, I'm going to click media. So what I want here is that page updates and news feed. So I'm going to go to social, and I'm going to do the page plugin. Okay, it might not be obvious to you. It's just like the name of it. So page plugin. And here's the example of what they need. So I'm going to copy that. I'm going to, I don't want the cover to show again. I'll hide that. I'll do a small header. And that's good enough. It's usually what I do. So check this out. I just load this in and let's see. Oh, you know what might be happening is this page might not be published. There we go. If the fan page itself isn't published, you might have issues with some of these widgets. So I'm going to publish it because Facebook isn't making it. Only I can see this Facebook page because I unpublished it. So now I think it's going to work. So it might be, if you have something like that, it might be an issue with the publish of your page. So there you go. You see I was posting stuff on this page. Let's do the messenger widget. So if you want them to message your page directly, I can add a widget like this where they can actually check this out. So they can actually send a Facebook message just by typing something in, and the message will go into your inbox on your Facebook page. So they can message you right there in this media section. So to do that, I'm going to go back into those social options. And let's go to media 1. Let's go ahead and go to social. I'll do Facebook Messenger. And they need something a little bit different this time, right? Look at our indicators here. They need the name, right? The username of your page. So I'm going to paste that in. Do that. Preview. Might just be taking a second to load on Facebook side. Now I just have a messenger box. Really, really sweet. And they can even like your page if they haven't yet. So I'm going to save those changes. So I did all that cool stuff, right? So that's kind of the flow of what you need to do if you want to set up something like that. I get those questions all the time. How do I add those little media widgets? It's all in the media sections. It's all the same stuff you already know. The buttons are the last thing I'll edit here. Content, buttons. You'll want to put in links to your scheduling tool. Follow the video in our tutorial. Button 2, if you have something else, a Google form, what I did is I linked to a Facebook note. So I made a Facebook note. It is public, but I figured whatever. So I just grabbed this Facebook note URL. You can create this inside your Facebook page. It's a free feature by Facebook to create like a blog. So Facebook Notes, check them out if you don't know about them. But it's really, really nice. So you can get the URL to your note and put it into your URL on the button. Preview. I'll save that and just show you that if you had some information you want them to go through beforehand, you could have them click and it'll open up a note or whatever URL you're sending them to. It'll open up and now they can go through that. Okay, a couple things left. Let me see if there's any questions on any of that. Yep, Jerry, the replay will be right here available. That's a good question, Margaret. I mean, it depends. If you can charge right away, go for it, right? I mean, if you got some people, usually you're going to charge less. You know, that's my experience. I'll charge a little less to like someone I know and be like, hey, you know what, I'll make you my case study. So I'm going to kind of hook you up. I'm going to put in twice the work, whatever you want to say. I mean, it's up to you. Whatever you got to do to close your first deal, because they're kind of trusting you based on nothing. You know, generally you're not going to have anything to show them, and you're going to be a little bit slower because you're still figuring things out. So they don't want to pay for all your learning time, right? So I've definitely done that. And my process before I started charging for these sessions, I did free ones. So I did a hangout first, said, hey, you know what? I'm taking some like beta clients. If you're interested in all this, I'd love to work with you. I'm taking 3 people or 5 people. Contact me. I'll see if you're a good fit. So you ideally be able to kind of filter through and work with a few people that you'd like to. That won't be a pain in your side, and you can actually do some testing with them and come up with your ultimately come up with your paid offer. Google Hangout and Facebook Live, they're very, very different. Facebook Live is totally public, but that's a whole other conversation. We're actually going to talk about Hangouts and webinars and stuff in a couple of weeks, but check out some of our previous trainings on that. All right, so I'm going to finish up the demo here and go through the final few things. You kind of saw how I edited the buttons. I could change the name to schedule my time, but again, go through that tutuos/notes/coaching, that button to schedule your time. Watch this video. It's going to show you everything you need to know and show you the power of Calendly. It's really, really sweet. So this video here, 20twists.com/notes/coaching, you'll see it down here in editing the main content. That button, you can hook it up and it'll do wonders for you. You probably use it in a lot of areas in your business. So once I get all this set up, let's go ahead and lock it up. I'll toggle over to the gate. It's already enabled because of this template. And now I just got to customize how this looks. So what I did on mine, I did add a video eventually, okay? So again, a big headline section. Let's go ahead and edit the text. Again, I'm going fast, I understand. You can watch this replay over and over and over to kind of come back and watch this, but I want to just show you, once you get the hang of this, building stuff is not difficult. And let's just copy, I'll just copy this much. Content. These little, you can put in these little shapes here. I think I did a little thumb. This little smiley face guy. I can put in a heart. I mean, if you want to be cute, there it is. What's a good one? What do we got? I like this smiley face guy. Boom. All right. Maybe I'll make that one a little bit bigger. Let's change that text. So you got it on the gates a little different. You got it like everything, all the text in one spot. I'll make the size a little bit bigger. I like to change the line height to 1.0 when I make the font bigger, just so the side, the spacing is correct. Go back to that color I used. All right. So that's kind of looking similar to mine there. This one, I mean, it's just point and click. Now I'll grab the video. So the media here, video, image, and the face slider. So let's go ahead and drop those in media. All right, on this one, I'm gonna go to media, video, YouTube, paste in the YouTube link. Not gonna autoplay. Let's go ahead and find media 2. I use an image. So this is just an image here. I could also make that, check out, this is a new feature as well. Really, really important feature actually. Let me show you first what this looks like. So I just added in a video. Might take a second to preview. Okay. Video and image, right? But I can make this image clickable. I can basically turn this image into this button. Now, an important new feature we just added is media. In the past, you had to go get the button URL and paste it in here. But what we've done is added a shortcut. So you can link image to gate button URL. So when you click that, I can make this image a clickable button that will do the exact same thing as your gate button. The reason that's so cool is because it'll work perfectly with all your affiliate stuff, your referral tracking. So this image now behaves and is really dynamic so that when I hover over it, my mouse becomes a hand and I can click that and it'll act as if they clicked on this. So you can create your own call to action images and drop them in here. I'll show you kind of how that could look in a second. I know I'm going through a lot today. It's just kind of a crash course today. I want to give you a little more of a hands-on workshop right now. So I've built all this. The last thing I wanted to add was, let me find it. The media 3, we got media 1 filled in, media 2, media 3. I'm going to choose the social one here, and visitor faces. It's a built-in, media type that we give you. That's where you can display all those faces, just like I do here, where they're flipping around like that. But I recommend not really using this until you have some activity on your app and people have gone through, because if you don't have any activity, there's nothing to show. It's going to show me, and it looks like no one else is here. So wait a little bit on that one. Wait till you get some traffic, some activity going on your app, and then use that visitor faces media type. You can drop it in at the bottom like that, and it's going to display faces of people who've gone through and opted in. So you can really add social proof in a really cool way. But again, not a good idea to start off with. Okay, but for now, let's save it. So I've added the text media on the gate. Button, I can change the button, maybe buy your session. And that's all I need to do. I don't need any advanced. I don't need anything else. It's all set up for me automatically. Save. Let's go to comments. I'm going to leave those off. Generally on the gates, I don't like comments. If you're advanced and you have some strategies on how to use comments down at the bottom, go for it, but I usually keep those off. Access settings. The most important thing, of course, is what happens when they click this button. You can control that in the access type. So selected, by default, it's going to be a lead. So it's free to get access. You could do single payment. Now I can say one-on-one session. Fill our name. They're going to see this in their PayPal receipt. So just want to make sure that that's looking correct. I can connect now. When I connect, it just asks me to log into PayPal and then grant permissions, right? So that you're basically going to grant permission so that our system can create this whole product for you and make your life way easier. So you'll do that. It'll just show your email when it's connected. You'll come back and it'll show your email and say it's connected. Then you could optionally set up some of these other features. Agree to the terms and preview. Okay, it won't let me because I didn't connect, right? So I'll just leave it as lead for now, but you'll want to make sure you follow through with all that and hook it up. That's all I really recommend you doing to start and get this thing going. So at that point, once you have that access settings set up correct, you could save. I didn't make any changes, but you'll see the save button there. Now we're getting close. The next thing is the preview. I'm getting ready to share this guy. So I'm going to go ahead and click on this Facebook preview. I don't want the default info. So I'm going to, let's go ahead and grab, where was it? Whatever I had here, an image. Gives you a nice preview of it. I can put in my text. And just a couple sentences, you don't have much space here, so one quick sentence, couple words even, and then like 1 or 2 sentences here. Save, boom. It's ready to go. I can publish. Now it is going to be live to the world. Might take a second to publish. There it goes. Once it does, it shows you your smart link. I can even click right here to share it. I like doing that just to see. Boom, look at that. I pulled in my information that I just loaded in. So the preview, Facebook preview is right there. I can go to the homepage on my fan page or anywhere online and post that link. So if you copied that smart link, I can paste it. And I can say, now you can buy a one-on-one session with me. And there you go. So I could pin that now. I could even, oh, I do actually have fans on this page. They're going to be confused. I should probably take this down here in a minute. But I could edit the button, the call to action button, and put in my URL. So link to website or app. That's, if you've never done this, edit the button. You'll want to make it a link to website or app. It's really a website is what this is. Okay, this link here is kind of go into a website, even though it's an app on your page. I can edit the settings, apps. Save. Okay. So you saw that settings, apps. I can edit the name. So now coaching session, right? So this is how you build out your page, just like you saw in the examples earlier. It's easy to customize all that. So that's all you really need to know for now. This is all my testing stuff on this page. So let's see if there's any questions before I wrap up, but that should get you going. No problem. Get some rest, Scott, and you can watch the replay. The replay will be right here on this page. So you can check it out anytime. It'll be available for free. It's all yours. I'm dumping all this information on you right now so you have it when you are ready to dig in. So I know it's just nice to know that you're doing it right. So I try to cover as much as I can. All right. Thanks, Marcy. I know, it's exciting to me too. I love showing it because it is fun to see how fast you can build this stuff. Cloning a page. John, contact us about that. You can duplicate. So we used to have like a clone feature, but what you might be looking for is a duplicate. So let's say you set up something like this. If I wanted to save myself time and like make a direct duplicate of this app, I can go here to duplicate and basically duplicate this exact app. It'll take everything, pull it over, and you can put it on another page. So I can create one app and duplicate it. So if you wanted to make like a test page, let's say you're a consultant and you have a bunch of your own templates, you can make a fan page like my test page, right? So maybe this is my test page and I have up to 15 apps over here. I can create 15 templates on this page. Maybe my sweepstakes template, my coaching sessions template. And then when I get a client, especially if you have a premium plan where you have 100 fan pages. So if I have a client, I tell the client to make me an admin of their page. And then I'm like, okay, what do you want? You want a coaching session? Here you go. I've got a template for you. It's my own customized template that I created. I'll click duplicate, and it's going to go through the install process. I'll find their fan page just like I did earlier, install this exact template, and I can customize it from there on that fan page. So you can do a lot with that duplicate feature. It'll be a totally independent app, so keep that in mind. It'll be a totally like independent. It'll have its own SRM, its own everything for that fan page. But it's a fast way to just duplicate whatever you've created on one fan page onto another. All right, so the replay will be available. Last thing I wanted to show you, as I mentioned, I did pull it up on the other screen here. Having those clickable buttons on your gate. When I said you can create or design your own call to action button, you know, sometimes you don't want them to scroll all the way down to the bottom to buy. So if you had, this was a demo page I was doing for something else, but just for visual purposes right now, if you wanted to have on your gate like a really strong button like this is just an image that you can create. So in the media, what I did is media, I think it was down here, put in the image. Oh, I need to update that. So the new feature here, link image to gate button URL. So when I do that, you know, this button becomes this button as well. So you can make this button an image link up here as well. So a cool trick for those of you designers out there. Follow that process. All right, let's see. I think we'll wrap up. Thanks for hanging out with me this long. Oh, sorry, Marguerite. My bad. I never know. You know, names are tough for me. Marguerite. That's good. I'm glad we clarified that because you're one of our best commenters. So I don't want to mess that up again. Good. Yeah, print out the notes. Do it. There you go. Print them out. 20twist.com/notes/coaching. Okay, that's all for today. You know what we didn't do is choose a winner. So what we'll do is, forgot to do that before we went live today. So what we'll do is we'll choose, wow, got a little bit darker, sorry. We'll choose a winner and then we'll post it in the group because I didn't do it before this presentation today, so my bad. But every week we give away a premium 22 Social account for a year. So we'll share that winner, but be sure if you know someone who needs to watch this replay is going to be right here. You got a referral link down below. If you refer people over to check out this replay, they'll be able to watch it for free. They can join the group, our 22 Social Power Users group, to get in the conversation and learn more about this stuff. And they get access to our weekly trainings. They can even get a free trial of 22 Social, and you get credit for referring them over. Just refer them to this app, 22s/live. Get your referral link down below. Bring them over here. They can watch the training. You can get, you can potentially earn your 22 Social account for free, and you also earn more chances to win an upgraded premium account. Every week we're giving away one of those. So that's all I got today. If you enjoyed this, also please, if you haven't done so, leave us a 5-star review. Should be a button down below to do that. Just leave us a 5-star. All you have to do is take a second and drop that in. We work really hard, and if you like this stuff, I know you're all commenting and saying how much you love it. So let us know in a review. We'd appreciate that a lot, and that just helps us. So that's all for today. We'll see you again soon. Take care, and we'll keep the conversation going in the group.